So, the channel grew. Thanks for that. So, the last video was a review video, and I know that I have a lot of people coming back because they subscribed because of that review video, but this channel is not all about gear. Decidedly so, and I think this is the perfect follow-up video right after my very first review. You'll get a lot of value out of this conversation, so let's talk about it. Roll the intro. Hey, what's up? It's your favorite yellow anime living vampire here, Nicholas, back at it again with another video. And today, we're going to be talking about why I specifically do not want to just talk about gear. Now, before we begin, I feel like I should clarify. I like gear. I like gear videos. I think reviews are useful. I literally just made one and I loved making it, and it helped my channel grow. I'm subbed to a lot of channels that just solely focus on gear, tech specs, and how to use equipment. Gear helps you create. Videos about them help you make the decision of whether you want to buy something and give you new ideas. Along with that, it helps the channels that make those videos grow too. These put together, it's a very helpful circle of things. But I personally don't want that to be my end-all be-all, nor do I want it to be yours. I don't want my gear videos to be so frequent on this channel that A, people only come to me because of my gear instead of coming to me because they want to have a conversation with a person that they're actually interested in. And B, I don't want the people who are already coming to this channel for me and care about what I do and what I make to get lost in the sauce of just constant gear talk. Nor do I want them to end up thinking that in order to create what I create, in order to do what I do, or in order to be like me if that's something that they want to do, that it would all depend on the stuff that they have and don't have. I never want you to end up thinking on this channel that my message is that you need this specific gear in order to do this specific thing. You need this stuff in order to be good at this. Basically, I don't want my message to be conflated with the idea of the constant acquisition of stuff. I don't want people, you or anybody else, ending up coming away from my channel thinking that they don't have enough. I want to encourage you to not feel limited by what you don't have. Instead, feel empowered by what you do have. You don't have to keep waiting for the moment that you can get that next best thing, because you never even know when that moment will come, if it ever will. So, with that said, what advice can I give you that will help you a little bit more directly? Well, coming up is my alternative advice in order to change your perspective that just might impact your life beyond the creative aspect. But before that, hey, what's up? I'm just gonna cut in here because it worked last time, so I'm gonna hope that it's gonna work again. If you're enjoying this video so far, leave a like and subscribe. If you like photography, filmmaking, cameras, art, talking about life and self-improvement and how all of those are related to each other, or you think I look cute, leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It will really help out. Anyway, that's enough self-promotion. Let's get back to the video. We often see the lack of gear as a limitation, the bar that's keeping us from being able to do the things that we want to do. And that can be true sometimes, but a lot of the times, the truth is, those limitations really just serve as reminders for us to do what we do best. Be creative. So, if you really want to do something, I would encourage to do this instead. Either A, you try to find a way to do it with things that you already have. It might take a lot more effort, resourcefulness, creativity, and even a lot of compromise. But that'll teach you so much about you, your creativity, your resourcefulness, and what you can do with what you already have. Or B, if you really want to do something and you're already decided on wanting to get that specific gear or thing anyway, learn ways you can make do in the meantime anyway, while you're waiting. That way you're just not sat idly by while you're waiting to save up enough money. You're actually making use of your time while you're waiting to get that piece of kit anyway. So in the end, if you apply A and B, you get the best of both worlds. Get to practice and get to know your gear that you already have a lot better, along with getting to know just what you can do on your own. And at the same time, you're not even noticing that you're passing all this time creatively and productively waiting for the time that you can get that thing that you want next. Either way, there's really no excuse for you not to have a curious attitude and be experimental with the stuff that you already have and get creative on your own. I think this message is really important, and I will peddle it on until the day that I die, because the alternative is too common and kinda sad and honestly cringe. It's the, bro, I need this next piece of gear so that I can be a better artist kind of mindset. Kill me. No, just stop. I've seen so many people, including myself in the past, fall into this trap of believing that the next best thing will make you instantly a better artist as soon as the Amazon package ships to you. And then eventually you get the thing, and then you have an almost immediate realization that, wait, I didn't get better at all. And then it can split off one of two ways. One, to a breaking point where you realize that, oh wait, after acquiring all this stuff, really what matters more is myself. Or you double down and then you look for the next best thing, hoping in the impossibility of the next best thing suddenly and instantly making you better. Here's a secret I learned. Working with what you have teaches you how to max out the stuff that you already have. And then, since you managed to max out the stuff that you have, it also teaches you the limitations of yourself with what you currently have and what you'll need in the future. That's the point where gear matters, which ideally leads to a journey of problem solving, researching your solutions, and then deliberating and trying to select the best solution that suits you. A personal example that I can think of is actually the Insta360 One X2 that I just reviewed last video. I didn't have a waterproof setup, I have shaky hands, I needed something that I could use to shoot in the moment, I wanted a camera where I didn't have to worry about which direction I was pointing, I wanted a camera that was stable, and I wanted a camera that helped me film myself without the need of asking for help from anybody. It solved all that, and it's worth noting that I didn't make this decision in one go. As a matter of fact, I pretty much looked at my options for over a year. GoPros, gimbals, new lenses, cheap action cameras, old phones that I have, new phones, my current phone, other models of cameras from Insta360, toying around and modifying all of my lenses, making very janky jerry-rigged stuff just for stabilization, and of course trying to figure out stuff that I can do in post-production and editing in order to solve all my problems. I pretty much felt like I tried everything under the sun that I could think of in order to solve all of the problems that I wanted solved that I listed earlier. I did what I could until I found the limit of what I could do with myself and the stuff that I have that is still reasonably practical. Hence, the buy. And the thing about that too is, had I not really waited and taken that time, if I pulled the trigger on something that was just kind of a half-ass solution, I wouldn't have even had the Insta360 One X2 because it wouldn't have been released at that time. But I digress. The buy was not made before exploring all these options. It was not made before I assessed my skills, my gear, my needs, my wants, and filtering through my instinctive desire to just buy stuff because I'm materialistic and I really like buying stuff. What I'm trying to say is that your gear does matter, but you matter way more. Your future purchases will matter. They will impact you. But what you do with what you have now matters more. What you do with yourself will impact you and your life way more than what money can do for you. Because even if you get the best of the best, if you haven't dealt with yourself, you won't be able to realize and actualize the potential good of everything around you, including yourself. I drafted this idea initially with the intention of just trying to talk about why gear shouldn't be your focus. But in the end, when I finished thinking about all this, I realized that what I really wanted to say was that it's you. You're the one that matters. It's what you do with yourself. It's how you choose to view life. You hold that power in your head, in your heart, of being able to shift your perspective in order to adjust to your situation. This is just a way for me as a photographer, filmmaker, and digital artist to communicate to you the idea of shifting your mindset in order to improve yourself and your life. As usual, I say this all the time, but it's always true. I really hope that this helped. I hope that the things that I said helped you in any way, shape, or form. And if it did, I would really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribed. And hey, why not leave a comment or message me on Instagram? My links are down below in the description, or you can follow me on Instagram at sentientpoison and at Lolin. That's it from me for now. Thanks for watching, and best of luck to you. Cheers.